Hi, welcome to clickmyproject.com. Now I'm going to explain a complete demo of my project. Title is New Approach for Internet Worm Detection and Classifications. In this project, I'm going to find the internet worm and then classify the worm using 3 machine learning algorithms. Internet worm means separate a malware computer programs that repeat itself and in order to spread one computer to the another computer. So we detect a worm in the internet because it has been created great damage to network system and also it also reduce the system's performances. So we can detect the internet worm and resolve the internet worms using these machine learning algorithm. This is the complete flow of my projects. For this project, at first I'm going to import a dataset, that means a network layer dataset. After importing the datasets, I'm going to perform the pre-processings. In this pre-processings, I'm going to extract the feature selections. After performing the pre-processing, we can separate the data into the pre-processed data into the two parts. One is a training part, another one is a testing part. Next, we can give a testing part as an input to the classification mechanism. The classification can be done based on the training sets. You can classify these testing datasets using these 3 algorithms. Machine learning algorithms. The machine learning algorithms in the sense Bayesian network, decision tree and random forest. After detect the worm, we can and then we need to detect the worms. If it is been detect in the sense, we can discard these corresponding packets or else we can transfer to the end users. Now I am going to demonstrate complete the code of my package. For this I am going to first load the view data. In this process, at first we need to choose the data set. Using this file chooser, we can import our data sets. This is our data set. I am selecting this data set. After selecting the data sets, we need to click view. Now the dataset can be imported into the database. This is the content of our dataset. Then click next. In this step, we are going to pre-process our data. This is our pre-processed result. After that, you need to click next. After performing pre-processing, we can split the pre-processed data into the two parts. One is the training set, another one is the testing sets. Then to click so these are all the training sets and these are all the testing sets. After splitting the part, we need to click next. In this process, we are going to classify the internet worm. We are classifying these worms in 4 layers. So one is the probe layers, then is the DOS layers, and there is a remote to local, and another one is a user to root. At first, I am going to classify the probe layers. In probe layer, there are several types of worms will be occurred. At first, I am going to scan the port scan worm and click worm. These are the packets occurred by port scan worm attack, and then click back. After finding the probe layer worm, we need to find the another layer worms. So another layer in the sense DOS layer worms. After selecting the layers, the types of worms will be displayed here. In a DOS layer, there are 2 types of worms can be occurred. One is a HTTP, another one is a UDP. First, you need to select a HTTP and click a worm. In this frame, you need to click a type of worms and then click worm. Now these are the packets occurred by the UDP worm, and then select a HTTP and click a worm. Now these are the packets occurred by the HTTP worm. After finding the UDP and HTTP worm, you need to click back. After finding the DOS layers, you need to select the next layer, that means remote to local. In this also I can show the types of worms. After selecting the types of worms, you need to click worm. In the sections, you need to find the remote to root worm by clicking the worm. And these are the packets occurred by the remote to root worm, and then click back. After finding the remote to locus, you need to find the user to root layer, and then select the types of worms. The types of worms name is user to root worm, and then click worm. For finding the user to root worm, you need to click worm. And now these are the packets occurred by the UDP, that means user to root worm. After finding the user to root worm, you need to click back. After finding all the layers of worms, you need to classify these worms using this machine learning algorithm. For classifications, you need to click classification. We can classify our internet worm using these three machine learning algorithms: the Bayesian network, then is the random forest, and then is the decision tree. At first, we are going to classify the true rate and false rate for internet worm using a Bayesian network algorithm. In this frame, we are going to detect each types of layers and types of layers worms. After selecting the worms, we can identify the wormed occurred packets and then true rate and false rates for selected worm, that means selected layered worm, using the Bayesian network. Now I am going to select the layer. Now I am selecting probe layer, and then the selected layer type of worms will be appeared, and then click worm and rate. Now these are the port scan worm occurred and can be true rate and false rate for port scan worm using this Bayesian network. Likewise, DAS layer and DAS layers worms will be selected and click worm rate. And this is a true rate and false rate for DAS layer using Bayesian network. Then like remote to local, and select the types of worms and click worm and rate. And these are the worms appeared or detected by the remote to local worms, and these are the true rates and the false rate for remote to local worms. Likewise, user to root, and the type of worm is user to root worm, and click worm and rate. And these are the worm rate for user to root worm. After successfully find out the true rate and false rate values for each layers in the internet worm using Bayesian network, we need to find these true rates and false rate values for using the another machine learning algorithm. For this process, you need to click next. And then you need to click random forest algorithm. After finding the true rate and the false rate values for using Bayesian network, we need to calculate the true rate and the false rate values for random forest algorithm. For this, you need to click random forest algorithm. So in this frame, you need to calculate the true rate and false rate values. At first, using identifying the true rate and false rate values, you need to based on this category. At first, we can split the data into the 5 categories. Based on these categories, we can detect the worms and true rate and false rates values. First, I am select the categories and select the types of layers and select the types of worms and identifying the worms. These are the worms selected based on these first categories. Likewise, the second categories third categories, fourth categories, and fifth categories. And then I'm going to select the another layer warm. Where is another category? Likewise, then select another layer and unselected layer type of forms and select the category type and click warm. The another type, choose another type. And then select the last layer, user to root, and then selected warm and selected category. And then second category, and then third category, fourth category, last category. After finding this category and layers, you need to click rate, and this is the true rate and false rate values for internet worm detection using random forest algorithm. After finding the true rate and false rate values, you need to click next. And then you need to click a decision tree algorithm for finding the true rate and false rate values. Likewise, the Bayesian network, the decision tree algorithm is used to based on this. First, we need to select the layer and select the worm and click the worm rate. And these are the packets attacked by the probe layers, and this is the true rate and false rate values for probe layer. Likewise, a task layer and select the worm and click the worm and rate. And then remote to local, and find the worm rate. And user to root, user to worm, and select the rate. After finding the true rate and false rate values using the decision tree, you need to click next. And in this frame, you need to click on view. This will show the true rate and the false rate value. And then click performances for viewing the performance graph. This will show the true rate and false rate performances graph. Thank you for watching this video.